Hello everyone, welcome back to Bulamatari's Paint Club. I am joined today by the Badger. How are you, Badger?
I'm pretty okay. Well fed and energized for the evening.
That is excellent. Right, so without further ado, let's go. I haven't got the classical music today because I forgot to download the app. So you've just got us. Just our velvety tones.
Just us.
What are you painting today? And how are you?
Today I am painting some of the night haunts that I have from my commission. I'm not entirely certain what the unit is, but they just got horsey faces. So,
Horsey faces.
horsey faces.
Nice, and I am going to be painting some drones to go with my big boy. Oh, he has some missile drones and he's feeling rather lonely right now, and he needs them.
He's whistling them.
Oh! Excellent stuff. So,
Off to a good start.
definitely. Right, okay, what am I doing here? I am looking for the various bits I need. I think it's these, so I think I'm fine. Anyway, how have you been this week?
I've kind of been okay actually. I got a lot more painting done than I usually would have.
Yeah, he's
So
sort of semi-professional painter these days, aren't you? Grumble, grumble.
does not want my hobby to be a jobby.
Okay. But how is it going anyway? How have you been getting on?
It's getting married.
Sweet. I did catch your stream last week where you were painting some of your other Age of Sigmar. Is what it's called these days. Yes.
Yes.
Almost forgot what it was called for a second then.
Yeah, I was painting the hippogriff last week, I believe. And this week I may be painting the other large model for the night haunts, the nightmare,
Aye.
or undead horse, or whatever it is. So you'll get to see that glorious boy come to life.
That's
Or,
gonna be
yeah,
fun. Can't wait to see that.
it's going to be exactly the same as the last one, and I'll get all the bases down, all the base colours down, not actually be able to shade the bloody thing and finish it afterwards.
I just realised I put my sprue where I want to put my paint, which is not a good plan. Feeling a bit croaky today, but man, it's been a busy week for me and a very almost alcohol-free week. I think out the amount of the units of alcohol that I've it's the number of units I've drank in the last week. You can measure in single figures.
Oh, you're just going to make a joke there, Dave. I can measure all on two hands, and you just have one hand up.
No, it's usually you could make that joke, but this week's been rather boring, I suppose.
Alcohol units.
Yeah, the only alcohol I've had was like 4 bottles of beer during D&D on Friday. Other than that, it's been pretty sober. So I've got a few bits done. Started a new Let's Play yesterday, and started playing Vampire the Masquerade. Nominated by our Snooglyphin. Off of this. I'm not sure where he's up to tonight, but he hasn't joined us. He might pop on later.
Probably rewatching the VODs.
Yeah.
The Masquerade.
No, he was there live, so that was cool. He was helping me out because so far on Vampire the Masquerade, it's become apparent that like my brain has been trained a certain way by sort of modern games, and going back, it's kind of difficult to readjust.
Because
You know,
control methods are all spanky.
hey, do you know what? The controls are fine actually. The controls are all right. It's more just how the game operates, the structure of it. It doesn't tell you where to go. Like it's like it sort of it gives you like the names of landmarks that you need to go to, but it doesn't point you in the direction. And so it requires you to sort of notice a lot of detail in the world.
Learn the map.
Yeah, learn the map, learn exactly where everything is, spot when things are a bit out of the ordinary, and it's to be honest, it was very challenging when I was trying to stream at the same time. You got to try and be entertaining and keep an eye on chat, whilst at the same time being very focused on what you're looking at. And usually I'd like to play like, just either just daft games or like screamy games where you don't have to pay that much attention. You just playing along. So it's been it's been a different kind of streaming for me. But yeah, it's also been a very work focused week. I haven't really gotten that much gaming done, which is a bit of a shame because I've got this new rig and all I've really played on it is Chivalry.
That's law, isn't it? So
Yeah.
You get your new shiny thing, and then the week's like, no, you don't get to have. You don't get to have that fun just yet.
Yeah, I played Chivalry and Overwatch, which basically look exactly the same as they did on my old computer. And Rich will argue, if he's around, that that'll be due to the fact that I'm still running 1080p because I haven't got a 4K monitor yet. And then I've been playing the over 10-year-old vampire RPG, which obviously is never going to look. It's never going to test the rig, is it?
Who knows? This is where there's something in the background of it just murders. Like
Oh man, it's got a memory leak or something. Yeah, so that's basically been my week, essentially. Just streaming bits and bobs and pottering about, really.
Keeping on go.
Aye. So, do you want to go on to what's in the news right now?
Oh, the only thing that I've seen in the news so far is a certain ex-politician getting himself caught doing the dirty.
Yeah, my favourite my favourite thing about that was something I saw on Ye New TikTok. And do you know that there's an AI app where you can basically you put in a photo and it animates the photo, so it makes them like sing along to a song.
Yeah.
Someone's got his face and put it to that "You Will Touch My Tra La La" song, and it is so good.
So all the ones that I've seen have been shaggy.
It wasn't me.
So
Mr. Lava.
the first thing that came to my mind instantly when that story sort of broke
Yeah.
was, what are they trying to hide? This is a big old distraction. What are they trying to get through?
Oh, you conspiracy, not you. No, it's just politician caught with his pants down. Everyone loves the story like that.
Second thing that came to my brain was, who leaked video footage from inside Parliament?
Well, they've already reported that it was Dominic Cummings.
How does he still have access to the whole system?
Well, the footage may well be not that new. It's a case of Cummings tried to badmouth them in that tribunal thing.
Oh yeah.
And then when that failed, I think he's just said, you know what, I've got a few things that I kept in my briefcase on the way out of the office. Yeah, Kablam. There's your evidence, bro.
Dirty boy.
Yes, naughty boys. Right, where? Okay. Right, where's the little antennas for the drone? I don't know. Is it on the other sprue? Oh, yes, there they are. I wonder if that's the same. No, it's not. Bloody hell.
My goodness me.
Indeed. So, yeah, so that's the thing that happened. That was quite fun. Apparently, we're definitely on for the 19th of July. Definitely going down the pub and all of that. We're free finally at last.
Well, I'll admit that I've been down to the pub a couple of times.
Yeah.
Already. But I have had both my pokey sticks.
Yeah, I've got my second one coming this Friday.
Nice.
Can't wait. It's going to be great.
Oh, I would have assumed you would have had yours at roughly the same time as me, considering you are the wheezy boy.
No, they didn't. They didn't prioritise me at all. I had my first one back in May. So
Madness, I'd say. Madness.
hey, I don't mind as long as I get it eventually. I'm
And
built.
now they've just got pop-up clinics everywhere for everybody else.
Yeah, I'm built for lockdown, me. So yeah. So okay. So China have dropped another rover on Mars, which is fun. And I was actually surprised the number of rovers that actually got successful that have been successfully dropped on Mars to date. There's actually quite a few.
I was gonna say, I'm sure there's like a lot more than there is on there.
Yeah, there's. All right, so I will read the ones here that the BBC are saying. They've got like a map.
With the successful landing zones on it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll bring it up on the old stream. Hopefully it'll work. Oh no, here's a second. Just need to make this work.
Not today.
It didn't fancy that.
It's like science? No.
Where am I? I'm trying to find Chrome in the middle of everything that's open at the minute. There it is. So I'm not sure if you can see this, but yeah, let me zoom in a bit. There's your successful landings on Mars so far. You got Perseverance, you got Viking 2, you got Zhurong, which is, I'm assuming, what this one's called, Spirit, Insight, Curiosity, which I think was the last one that was sent up by the Americans, the Phoenix one, Viking 1, Pathfinder, and Opportunity. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in total.
Ooh.
Nice, eh?
But there's actually a lot of stuff to send into space.
Yeah. So
And actually get it to land rather than just turning it into the crater on the surface.
yeah. So that's 10 things we've got up in the sky. Up on Mars, feeding information back. So that's fun. I don't know how many of them are still active or whether the batteries have died, but
Most of them will have supplementary solar panels.
probably, yeah. And they're probably just sending things up with different equipment, like on Kerbal Space Program. I know. I really, really want Kerbal Space Program 2 to be good. I really want it.
So it was difficult enough just getting a bloody rocket into orbit, let alone to other places.
Yeah. So
Boosts are required on a regular basis on that game.
Yeah, that'd be a fun stream to do, wouldn't it?
Or just build your round the world jet plane and see how far you could get.
Yeah, I remember the dragon plane that I made once,
The
and
really boingy one
yeah,
that for some reason bent in four separate places, which is this thing when it flew was huge and it undulated. We're not
uh,
sure why because you I remember you building it and you essentially reinforced every possible location with struts and things like that, but it still went
yeah,
floppy.
it was just like
Actually,
that, and you was like, how is this thing afloat? Why I don't understand physics. Help!
it actually went quite far as well.
It did.
Pretty,
It handled all right. It wouldn't land, but
well,
in the
you good
sky
in
it
it,
handled pretty good.
good in straight lines.
Yeah, built for straight lines, not for turning. I spotted a couple of bits that I need to tidy on the actual broadside whilst I was messing around with it this week. So I'm just gonna do a few of
Tidy
them.
up that big boy.
Yeah. Whilst I'm here.
I'm really, really not a fan of these models.
Oh, why?
Well, not these ones in particular, the ghosty one, the night ones. 'Cause they're very sort of like wispy models, so they're very light, and there's areas which are just held on by like very thin slivers of plastic, which means that they're
Very
delicate as
fragile.
all hell.
Bloody hell. I must admit, fragile models worry me. Got some very, very... Oh, God. Very tight bits here that I need to do without painting on any metal work. Please work. These little missile pods here have got a bit of a ink spillage, but it's like really specifically around the parts I don't want to paint.
Always the way, Dave.
Yeah.
So what's the most inconvenient location we can... What's the problem? Oh, wait. There we go.
Yeah.
Right there.
This is where you know, this is the difference between my early models and my late models. My early models I'd be like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. The late models I'm like, I need them to be perfect.
Early models, this is good enough. I can put it on the board and it's fine.
Yeah.
And now as you're getting more used to painting and getting into painting a bit, it's not quite good enough anymore. They needed to look better.
It's the little tiny details as well that is like I normally wouldn't give a shit about, but all of a sudden I'm like, yes, give a shit about this.
For the most part, you never generally notice them when you
Yeah.
first start out. And you're like, yeah, that's okay, I'll go with that. If you do spot them, but when you take a lot of time on a model, like we've essentially done most of the time on the paint stream, you look at it, you look it over, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
you're like, I gotta go back over that. It's just another 10 minutes worth of hassle. Because then you've got to go over the location that you did beforehand, and then you sit there and you try not to mess anything else up by going over the location that you've already messed up. You
Yeah.
sit there and you're like,
All right. So, I saw something on Kotaku today that made me have a little giggle. Apparently, on Far Cry 5, there's you've got the whole sort of modding community. There's a creation suite
nice.
where people can mod stuff. And what do you think? What do you reckon people have modded into the game? I'll give you 3 guesses.
Okay. People modding things into the game.
There's a clue. It's a building.
Is it a giant penis-shaped building?
It is not a giant penis-shaped building, but I'm sure that's on the way.
Is it McDonald's?
Very close.
So it's a fast food outlet of some form.
I'm going to switch to to Google Chrome Cam. Oh, Rich says KFC. You're both wrong. There's your 3 guesses gone. Someone has modded in a Greg's.
Yes. 100% yes. Better than anything
Far Cry needs sausage rolls. Hi, Rich, by the way. I hope you're well. Yep, look at that glorious, glorious Greg's. Lots of detail in there as well. I love it.
4-pack of yum-yums.
Yeah, I guess 4 for free on the sausage rolls, love. Cheers.
I'll get cheese and bacon wrap.
Oh man.
Been a long time since I've actually had Greg's.
Oh man, it's on my way home whenever I go shopping, and yeah, I eat a lot of Greg's.
This is withdrawal symptoms.
Oh, Rich is good. He's just oh, there you go. He's just got the 6. He's just got 6 in the world at a song on Beat Saber. Shit, nice. You got your VR going on. I like it.
YMCA.
It's fun to bomb in the YMCA. Oh, funny. So,
to be honest, the song on Beat Saber, regardless of what they are, super bloody hard.
yeah. I mean, Beat Saber just looks like a mess to me. Oh, he set up the mixed reality. Does that mean that you can see what's in front of you whilst also trying to play Beat Saber at the same time? That would almost be more difficult in my mind.
Essentially what he's got is he's got a green screen set up now.
Yeah.
So his ass is in game. You don't just see the 2 little like sweepy hands anymore.
Oh, right, I see, yeah.
His ass is in game.
So you set up the green screen. Well, that's cool. I like a good green screen, me. We don't use one for a paint club, but we could do. You can also mixed reality a few other games. Nice. Oh, I like it. Oh shit, that was a bit poo. I will have to think about getting myself a VR at some point. I don't know where I'd use it like.
The issue that you've got is over a lot of other people is you have 3 small furry individual. Well, I say 3 small furry individual. Bear's a beastie boy. He's a
Yeah.
Chungus
He
a husky.
pretty much just fills the entire seat there. Yeah, I've also got a lack of space.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
No space. Wandering dogs. You're gonna fall over or you're gonna smack one in the face.
Yeah, I'd have to lock them out of the room if you're going to use VR.
And then you'd be like,
Yeah, they'd just be howling outside the door. It's like, it sounds like you're having fun in there. I want to also have fun, please. Yeah, you actually use a lot of games in sitting position. I don't know, man. Still got the risk of punching a dog in the face.
this is very, very true.
I'm talking myself out of VR here. I've still got a lot to get, like, before that happens anyway. Par exemple, I still have to get 4K in a 4K monitor, which will be very nice. I'm going to get that on payday, I think.
It'll be beautiful.
It'd be beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It'll be nice to actually, properly notice the difference in some games. I mean, obviously, Elite Dangerous, I can obviously tell the difference because I couldn't even run that anywhere close to like maximum settings.
Oh, that's something we still haven't done just yet.
What's that?
We haven't strode out upon the mighty battlefields of the inner sphere.
Aye.
We have yet to bring hell to our enemies.
Indeed. Well,
We
next
figure
time.
out how that multiplayer actually works.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, oh Christ, yeah, I haven't even done. I was gonna do MechWarrior 5 for Sunday's stream, but
Then
someone,
suddenly Vampire the Masquerade.
yeah, Phil decided he wanted to sort of force that in my diary. So go ahead and redeem, that at some point, Badger, if you're ever in one of my streams and it's available. Since this isn't a Let's Play stream, I don't have that option available at the minute.
Machen is not here. We do not know why.
Yeah, he just said he couldn't make it, which is fair enough. He's a busy bloke. He's got stuff to do.
He's probably run out of tape bits to.
Yeah. On his way to the shop to buy more Tampax. Right. I think I've thinned this black a bit too much, and it's kind of see-through. Not happy about that.
Just have to dab it off a bit, and then.
Either that, or I think the brush might still be too wet from the last paint.
Probably where it's at.
Aye. Okay. Is it?
What now?
I just apparently reaching out to get Tampax is sexist. If anything, it's feminist. Men can go and buy Tampax for women too. Right, that's that bunch of paint used. Right, shall I have a look at the? There was a couple of things. Oh, here's a story for you. The dog who was dogmeat, the dog who was used to mocap for dogmeat in Fallout 4, has died.
Oh no.
Sad.
Sad face for a legendary hound.
Yeah, probably the one, good character in that game. Other than Valentine, I think was the other guy, who was the robot detective guy, who didn't know he was a robot.
But was so obviously a robot.
Yeah. He was a good character. Right. More black. But yeah, so condolences to poor Dogmeat and his fam, who must be missing him. I've just watered it down again too much. Dab.
Bush.
Yeah. And then the final story I've got here. Apparently, Team Fortress 2 has hit over 150 active concurrent players for the first time in its history this week.
150.
150,000 people.
1,000. I was thinking, hang on a second here, something's off.
150,000 people all playing Team Fortress 2. And it's like, what, guys, it must be over 10 years now old. Team Fortress 2.
Oh, yeah. Because it came out not long after Half-Life 2.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently there is a renewed interest in Team Fortress 2 now that like Warzone's community is officially leaving. Like they've EA has had to put more servers on Battlefield 4 because people are hyped up for the new Battlefield that's coming, and no one wants to play the shit ones. So they're going back to 4. So, I mean, it's a barren time for fans of FPSs, I guess, isn't it?
Just a bit. Because they're all the bloody same thing.
Yeah. And none of them are very good at the moment. Like, there's a time and a place for a a COD clone game, but if you do them all badly, yeah. So and the ones that are still good and popular are bloody decades old. You got Rainbow Six Siege. That's like, I think it's in year 8 of its existence now.
Which is quite impressive considering we essentially started playing it as soon as it came out.
Yeah. And then you got apparently Team Fortress 2 being popular again all of a sudden. Battlefield 5 is a piece of shit. Battlefield 1 was apparently good, but I'm not really interested in the. I'm really not really interested in the aesthetic at the minute. You know, World War One, nah. If I wanted to play something along those lines, I know it's World War Two, but you know, you got Battlefield 1943, which was an excellent game.
You wouldn't play Zombie Army?
No, not. Yeah, I've got Zombie Army as well. That's for a whole different kind of experience. There's just no real variety in the first-person shooter genre at the moment. Not for current stuff. Battlefront 2 was absolute shite.
The only thing you can, well, competitive first-person shootery stuff. If you think about things like Duel.
Yeah, I'm talking PvP.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adversal.
Penis is penis.
Indeed. So, yeah, it's a depressingly bad time for people who enjoy FPSs. Warzone has been good at times, but it's just increasingly becoming a pay-to-win nonsense of a game.
The fact that it's like still about like 200 plus gig, bloody massive.
Oh, it's more than 200 plus gig, you know. It's like, it's almost 500 gig on its own, I think, nowadays.
It just dominates any kind of console's hardware.
Yeah.
Essentially, you have Warzone or nothing else.
Yeah.
That's not how console people work. They're like, I want to put this thing in, I want to play this game. No.
Yeah.
My like massive terabyte internal hard drive is just full of Warzone.
Fucking absolute shite, man. Yeah, I really wanted to like Battlefield 5, but it's just not good. It's not very well balanced. The maps are a bit shit. There aren't enough maps. The tanks are the worst thing in the game because they are invincible. They cannot be killed. I think it takes something like 7 or 8 rockets just to take one down. And you're never gonna get a chance to fire that many rockets.
Especially if they've just got a bunch of dudes surrounding as well.
Yeah, and the maps aren't designed so that tanks move very much, so you're not going to get them with landmines. It's just it just ends up being like a flat, empty field covered in
Landmines.
yeah, in not much going on there. So I don't know. Didn't like Battlefield 5. I know that they've recently released DLC for it, but at this point, I couldn't care less. They've lost me.
I did play a bit of Warzone.
Yeah, me
I didn't play
too.
much of Warzone, but I did play Warzone, but the last actual Battlefield first-person shooter game really played for any great length of time was Bad Company 2.
Bad Company 2 was a great game. I absolutely loved that. And I also loved Battlefield 4, which is fantastic. I think they kind of diverged so much that Bad Company is almost a completely different series these days. But I mean, Battlefield tried a lot of things between Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1, and not all of them panned out very well. Like they did something called Battlefield Heroes, which was a free-to-play third-person game, which was a little bit shit.
Probably trying to jump in on the whole Gears of War.
It was nothing like Gears of War. It was more like a Fortnite game. I think they were trying to jump on the free-to-play bandwagon with the success of games like Warframe and that sort of thing. It didn't end up working, which is perhaps not surprising. But what can you do?
It's been so long since I've actually played Warframe.
Yeah, I've not got it installed on anything these days. I'd probably enjoy it if I had a go. But
I might install it just when I jump and climb trees.
yeah, apparently they've released a whole new open world map these days.
There is. When I stopped playing it, there was a map on Earth.
Okay.
Like a big open map that you could explore on Earth.
Yeah.
There's, I believe, one on Venus now, and I think there's one on like Europa.
Okay, so they've got multiple. I stopped playing when they had just the one open world map.
Yeah, they've got like new sort of like ships that you can build, which essentially act as your mobile base. They actually have a story mode in it that you play along as you go.
Yeah, I
It
think
opens up certain levels.
they had the story mode anyway, but if they've improved on that, that'd be interesting to me.
A lot of the story bits flag up in like dream sequences.
Yeah.
So you'll be sitting in your little orbital lander thing,
Yeah.
and then you'll see an item like floating in your room or something. You touch the item and it'll trigger the dream sequence and carry on, and you do your little bit of storage. And then you'll have to do something else in order to like unlock the next bit of story. You'll have to go somewhere, defeat a certain like bunch of bosses, go collect this many things before it actually reactivates the next section. But obviously, if you'd been on the game for like years and years and years when it originally started up,
Yeah.
done all the shit that you used to, you would unlock like so much of the story instantly because it'd be like bang, bang, bang. It goes back in time and reads all the stuff that you've already done, all the things you've already got.
Okay, so yeah, that's sounds like a good reason to go back if we've not already.
Running, jumping, climbing trees, shoot dudes with new guns.
It was a fun game. I wish that they'd have released better controller support. And I know it's on consoles now, but
the console was always lagged behind by one update.
Yeah.
So essentially, it was originally like properly built for the PC and the PC bunch.
Yeah. But I want to play on the PC, but I also want to play with a controller. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's the sort of game that I absolutely would prefer a controller for.
Well, it does if you've got the WSAD and the run and the crouch and the jump all on like space bar, shift, control and all that. Trying to work your hand like a bloody spider really knacks you out quite quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying the genre, basically. Just any third-person action game, I will always want a controller for it. That's just personal preference.
easier on the hands.
Yeah. And it means I can just sit in, like at a more relaxed sort of
Angle,
yeah,
vertical.
just chill out. Like third person action games, and that's where my zen is, you know. Like for me, Just Cause 3 is like the perfect zen game.
Get back and just blow shit up.
Yeah, just fly around like a flying squirrel, go from town to town, blowing shit up.
Dropping planes on some guy's ass.
Yeah, it's like an open world collectathon of justice, and I love it. And it's never been optimized very well at all.
Yeah, that's the thing. The amount of times that I've heard you, when you be playing it, be talk, it's like, oh, what's this bullshit? And then all of a sudden you'll have lagged into the distance by
Yeah.
accident.
And then sometimes it'll just blue screen your computer. I think it's got a horrible memory leak issue on the PC. And it will just cause your computer to blue screen, which is why I've picked up on the PS4 Pro, which it runs a lot better.
So that you won't actually suffer the horrific indignities.
Yeah,
Being halfway through a mission and then it just goes nope.
Yeah, it's a lot more stable on the PS4. But it has still crashed on me a couple of times. But yeah, I mean, that's a couple of times in like a sort of 15-20 hour stretch, which is very within acceptable like norms, which is you know,
Acceptable limits.
yeah. Whereas on the PC, you were lucky if you got half an hour's playing before it fucking either crashed completely or blue screened your computer.
Decided today was not the day.
Yeah. I think the moment I gave up on it completely on the PC was I just unlocked the first mission where I went around and I saw mechs and stuff, and I was like, yeah, this is cool, and I was just destroying a mech, and then just I was like, fuck.
No.
And that's the day I uninstalled it on the PC. Oh, it was such a good game. It was Just Cause 3. Just Cause 4 just isn't as good, in my opinion. It's just not got the same really, really relaxed gameplay loop, if you know what I mean.
Just not cause.
Just, I don't know, man. Just Cause 2 was great. I loved Just Cause 2. I think that had a similar gameplay loop. But Just Cause 4, I have certain problems with it that I don't think they can ever fix. It's literally the design of the game. Like, alright, Just Cause 2 and 3 are good because you go from town to town and you liberate them basically by doing certain challenges and stuff in the towns. Whereas Just Cause 4 is more just, it gives you an area of map and it just says you need to cause this amount of like chaos in order to start a battle.
Yeah.
And then you've got to win the battle, and then you unlock that whole region. And it's not got the same sort of collectathon feel to it, if you get what I mean. And I don't know, it spoils the atmosphere, and it means you never really get a sense of purpose.
Yeah, instead of going around helping everybody in the township, you just crumping the area.
Yeah, you're just sort of aimlessly floating around, finding things to kill and killing them. But it's just, I don't know. I really think they lost something when they, when they took out the whole liberating, towns in areas. So like, a region has got like 6 different areas. Each area's got like 3 to 5 sort of settlements essentially that you have to go and do. Settlements can be towns, they can be bases, they can be airfields, all that sort of thing. And you've got to go and fuck them up basically. It's just, oh man.
Flying around in your super suit, trying to kick ass.
Yeah, Just Cause 4. It makes me sad because it could have been my favourite game of all time, but it just isn't. Just Cause 3 is so much better and looks better as well, which is also criminal. Don't know. They also overcomplicated it. Just Cause 4 did not need to be as complicated as it is.
See, that's one thing that I find it kills a lot of games. Is
Yeah.
when you just reach a really, really nice form, and you get one or two games out of it with the same formula, and then the developers kind of go, "Let's shake it up." And you're like, "No,
No, don't
don't shake
shake
it
up my
up.
thing.
Don't shake this up. You'll fuck it up."
Yeah. Like I don't mind like little developments. Like they added the wingsuit in Just Cause 3, which is amazing. It means you can basically traverse the map without having to hit the floor. You just like zip lining around and then just wingsuiting across the land. It's brilliant. And it feels so fluid, and there's I'll just spend like half an hour just zooming around the map, not for any reason, just because it feels awesome to do.
It's almost well, I would say that since I haven't really played Just Cause and that
Yeah,
the same feeling that I would get is during Saints Row, the third I think it was, where you got the superpowers
I think that was Saints Row 4.
and you're just jumping around like a psychopath.
Yeah,
You get the super jumps and that was it. It was like, yeah, boy.
yeah, Saints Row is quite fun, but
They've got the same sort of level of ridiculousness as well.
yeah,
I, th- I think what you've got is you've got is it Grand Theft Auto, the serious one. Then you've got Just Cause as that wonderful in between of serious and
oh
ridiculous.
no, Just Cause is even more ridiculous than Saints Row. It's just in a very different way. Like Just Cause is it Saints Row's sense of humor is more batshit crazy, but like the moment to moment
Oh,
gameplay of Just Cause is just over the top as fuck.
fart jokes and dick jokes. That's what Saints Row mostly
Pretty
revolves
much,
around.
yeah. Yeah, it's like simple things like the grappling hook that makes Just Cause like the game that it is. Oh, I've got a bot attack. Let's get rid of that, shall we? Okay, are you gonna do things, please? Oh my
Bot's
god,
gonna be like, yo,
ban? Why is it not letting me fucking ban him? Do I have to do
is it
anything?
lagging?
No, I'm hitting the ban button. It's just not doing anything.
My God, they become self-aware.
Fuck's sake. Do it on my computer, shall I?
Bigfollows.com.
Block.
Ah, yes.
Um, that's still not
See,
done it. Fuck's sake.
I don't think I can block them.
No, I've not got you as admins. Why is it?
Rich,
Why is it? I've not got. I don't think I've got Rich as an admin.
he's got a little crown on him.
Does he? Okay.
Rich,
Fan
save
user.
us.
It's not fucking doing it. Delete message. It's not doing it. The fuck? Yeah, Twitch is just absolutely fucked over on me. The Twitch app on my phone's just fucked, and I don't know how to do it on.
Oh,
I don't know how to do
oh,
it
he
on the
needs a
desktop.
sword. That's it. He needs the sword, not the crown.
How do I ban someone? Right, ban. There you go. Done. Fucking hell.
Oh, Schmitz. He was trying it, Richard. It just wasn't working. It just decided no, not today.
I'm gonna have to restart my phone. Fucking hell.
My God.
the fuck up, Bixby. I don't fucking need this.
I'm not sure I got what you meant.
Oh my god, it's not letting me. My phone's just absolutely rinsing itself.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm
But not stream based for once.
Only you can decide that for.
fuck off, Bixby. You utter piece of shit. I don't know how to restart my phone without.
You'll just have to turn it off.
Oh, there you
and then
go.
back on.
Restart done. Fuck's sake.
Completely forgot that these guys had spikes on their backs. So
Have I played Proteus yet? No, I have not. Is it any good? I've never even heard of it, to be honest.
from what Rich described it to us earlier on, it's almost like a combination of Unreal Tournament and Doom, but there's map makers in it.
Okay.
So people are making tons and tons of maps, and the picture that he showed me was him murdering demons in front of Princess Peach's castle from Mario 64.
Huh. That certainly sounds interesting.
It looked magical.
Nice. Right. I mean, I'm into it, that sort of thing. I just I don't know when I'm going to get time to play it, because I still got to play. You know,
Everything else.
yeah, I've got loads of games to play through, and I just don't know when I'm going to get time.
I think he's just sent you.
Yes, but I can't do anything on Discord while I'm running this stream.
I think it might just be the case of look at it.
I will. I'll look at it later.
Running riot. That fast-paced running gun, yo.
Yeah, I do enjoy a bit of a. I mean, Quake 3 Arena was always my favourite of that sort of genre.
Essentially a stupid shooter.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Just a no-brain. Let's go.
just brain off time. Let's do this. Quick, I mean the problem with like indie games like that is they often die because they've got no one playing them. There was a really good one that got released on Steam a while back. I will dig the name of it out. And the graphics on it were fucking phenomenal. The gameplay was brilliant, and it just died because there was no one playing it. There was also a sort of a Crimson Sky, like it was a bit Crimson Skiesy. There was another and that died because of like just lack of players.
Lack of interest.
Yeah. Let me have a look. Well, you say obviously it wasn't that good. It's just a case of back in that back in those years, there was a lot of good shooters going on. So it was impossible to compete, and if if you're not a known name, you get fucking left out. Right, shooters. Where are we? Oh, I'm just looking at me from my Steam list here. I mean, they had my money, so I can't complain too much, I suppose. Nexus, that's what it's called. Nexus, and it was really good. It had a similar aesthetic to Warframe, if memory serves. But it played like a Quake 3 Arena, and it was fucking good, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, just no one bought it basically because no one heard about it. the other game that I was talking about, what was it? Ruby Flies. Flying at Space Sims. What was it called? Ah, that's it. Vector, Strike Vector.
Yeah, I remember playing Strike Factor as well.
Yeah, that was some serious fun. I enjoyed that one. But again, and that's the problem with relying on multiplayer.
I think that one died out pretty quickly because the balance issues got out of hand very fast.
Yeah, and the community didn't stick around to let them try and fix it. And that's the thing. If you don't get your marketing right going in, and you're not a known name, you're never going to get a multiplayer game off the ground. And that's the problem.
You know, something that I need to go back to at some point.
What is?
Robotech. Not Robotech. What's Robotech? Robocraft. That's it.
Robocraft. Yeah, that was a good game.
Flying moose again.
Robocraft was good fun, but they that was killed by balancing issues as well.
Well, it is still going, so they have.
Well, yeah. When I say killed, I mean it killed my interest in it for sure.
Yeah, it was a case of everybody just spent their time building one particular craft.
Yeah, there was the meta was so broken. Like there was one way to win, and that was it. No chance to win if you were trying to be creative like your glorious Battle Moose.
Yeah, Battle Moose just got a lot of laughs, I will admit.
Yeah.
Got plenty of people who were like, "Oh, that's amazing, it's great."
Yeah.
So many fantastic looking bloody craft on that game.
Yeah. What's that game called? That was a bit like a Minecraft meets that game, but like single player. Was it It wasn't Robocraft, was it? It was something Tech, Robotech or something. I don't know.
I know which one you're talking about. It's
You do.
Like, are you driving around and you're essentially building your own little.
Yeah, and you basically cannibalize the parts of the things that you destroy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the thing that you build becomes one of the enemies. Like your previous constructions turn into the enemies that you start seeing.
Yeah, and people's creations can you can send your creations off to fight against other players, which is quite fun. You just send them through this portal, and then they'll appear in other people's games. So I had this death pyramid with just like 1,000,000 guns that I sent off to fight against people.
Sent it off the wall.
Yeah, and I'm sure that will have annoyed some people. Don't know why I'm getting so happy about that.
It's because it's passive dicketry.
It is massive dicketry, and I love it.
No, I did not paint his back spikes. God damn it, Badger.
God damn it, Badger. Cool beans. Right. Now I need to do some tidying of the XV88, and then I can start sticking this thing to... Oh, no. First things first. Need to put the little lens on the missiles in red. But first we shall hydrate.
Let's have a look.
Ah. Right. Shall we get on to some rando discussion topics? Feel free, if you want us to discuss anything in the chat, to mention something.
Terratech, Dave, that's what it was. It was called Terratech.
Terratech, yes, that game.
I was just looking at it on like Steam thing I brought out because I knew what it was, but the brain was like, no.
Yeah. Actually, that was on sale on the Switch, and I was tempted to buy it because it's the sort of game that I suppose would work quite well on the Switch.
drive around, just release your creatures into the universe,
Aye.
chuckle as they annoy the shit out of other people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a cable today in the mail. It's a cable for plugging my guitar into my computer.
Ah, nice.
And I've got a piece of software that can turn that stuff into, well, that says it can turn that stuff into,
Proper tunes.
yeah, into actual, so it can, basically I can use my computer as my amplifier. So that means my little MIDI tunes, like the one you can hear in the background here,
Might turn into
yeah, can
actual mosaic.
yeah, I can actually turn, I can actually add some sweet guitar work to it, hopefully. So that'll at least please Beardbow, who thinks that my MIDI tunes are quote unquote chav shit. Which I'm not salty about at all, it's fine. Right, is there any
No, they're just sort of like little weird techno funk dudes.
Yeah. Alright, there's a little bit of black on this that needs to be tidied up a bit.
Keep dropping this stupid thing. Or at least not this one stupid thing. But keep dropping each one of them at least once. There's 10 of them, so expect a few more.
And some dickheads on bikes, like driving around like bellends. You can hear them outside. I'm not sure if you can hear that in chat.
I
Sorry about that.
I know that I can't hear it, so
That's fine then. You're on the same microphone, so probably not.
one of the few things that I can chat about is I have eventually played some of the board games which I have been
Ooh,
painting.
nice.
In fact, I was playing Claustrophobia today
Excellent.
with the good old buddy and pal Logan, who is the one who gave it to us to paint for him. And
Nice.
it was surprisingly simple once you actually got to playing it.
Yeah.
But the rules themselves are a bit long-winded.
Okay, so it's the sort of game that's going to take you a good few hours to learn, but once you've got the hang of it, you're fine.
Well, it was about an hour or so with him reading the rules and describing them to us.
Yeah.
And then we essentially got straight into it.
Nice.
It's a nice little sort of dungeon crawler that gives you a good opening at the beginning, because they can't, like, the one player is essentially the good guys doing the dungeon crawl,
Mm-hmm.
and the other player, if you're just playing with two people, is the monster.
Alright, so it's a bit like Dungeon Keeper or something.
Essentially, yes. He gets little gemstones that he uses to summon creatures,
Mm-hmm.
and in the scenarios he gets a certain amount of creatures that he gets to summon. So we did the first scenario, and he had at his disposal a creature known as the Hunter, which does more damage the more damage you've taken.
Mm-hmm.
So he essentially finishes people off. 2 hellhounds, and then an infinite supply of troglodytes, which are your basic chomp critters.
Aye.
And you can essentially summon them as you're going along.
Mm-hmm.
But right at the beginning, you start off with essentially one tile that you're on, and then you unlock different tiles depending on the way that you go.
Aye.
Each tile has a different appearance. So you'll have corners, you'll have straights, you'll have hazards in them as well. So one will have a trap in it. One was a healing fountain. Another one was like this giant tentacle-filled mouth in the ground that if you stayed on the map tile too long, you start taking damage.
Damn. Healing
You can,
fountain. Bit like healing
yeah,
grenades.
yes, certainly did. I wish, but the dice gods were against me, and I got absolutely ruined.
Oh, them bloody dice gods.
Yeah, I got ruined.
I hate those dice gods.
One of the good things, though, is the monster digger can only summon a creature on a tile that doesn't have any players in it.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, for the first few turns, they can't summon anything.
Oh.
They have like little event cards that they pick up each turn, which can like allow them to activate traps or creatures' abilities before they are summoned. So let's say you can have one which gives them fear, which means they move less, or will make a trap more deadly, or will actually activate a trap straight away. And one of them, which essentially did me in, was possess this character.
Oh no.
Make him attack his friend. I was like, oh, seriously? And he had two. He had two.
Oh no.
So that turn was not good. Because they both turned around and slapped each other pretty hard.
Oh jeez. One time you roll well, probably.
Yep. They really did some damage to each other.
Ouch. Yeah.
But it is extremely simple once you get past the setup. Setup takes ages.
Well, I'm glad you got to play something that you've been painting,
Yes.
which is
quite
nice.
happy about that as well.
Yeah. Are you guys going to be doing any actual real life Warhammer at some point on any sort of stream? Do you think, you and Rich?
Possibly. I need to pick up some of the actual codexes. Like some of the proper codexes.
I mean,
Rather than
you
the
could,
8th edition ones.
you could potentially, PDF. PDF. They
Well,
all.
if I get... Yes, that is somewhat true.
Yeah.
There is always that possibility.
I mean, it's a way to start playing, even if you haven't got the hard copies of the PDFs. The hard copies of the books, I should say, rather than PDFs. Right, I am going to start sticking these together. These drones are going to be at slightly different heights.
So,
Okay.
variety, Dave. Variety.
Oh, fuck a duck! I just nearly dropped that.
Certainly would be at a different height.
Yes, one's on the floor. We call this one Spazulari. His engines have gone. Hey, wait up for me!
They just have him on one of those little aeroplane launcher things. It's got a bit of elastic. Go, Gary, get on! Oh, he's having fun.
Okay. Here we go. Get the glue on. Stick it in the base. Is that in? No, it's not. Now it's in.
That's what she said.
Fwa. Okay. And that one's in the base as well. Right, so let that dry for a bit. Oh, crikey, O'Reilly. Yeah, so I've been playing a bit of D&D. So we've been playing Descent to Avernus, the campaign that takes you into hell.
I was just about to ask, isn't that the one that takes you?
Yeah.
Oh no. Ooh, shit. Oh, look, I dropped one again. Got my fingers.
So yeah, we've it's been rough. I'm playing the cleric, which means I'm the heal boy. And the party sort of nearly fell over last time we played. We got we got chased down in these vehicles. Spoilers for Descent to Avernus, by the way. Have you played it?
I have not.
I
I knew what it was via the books and all that, but I have not
Yeah.
looked at the campaign itself. I'm still going through the Ravnica one with the lads and lasses that I RP with.
Oh, fair enough. I will. Do you know what? Should I refrain from giving any spoilers? Because, yeah, okay, I'll refrain from giving spoilers. But yeah, basically, there's a part where we got chased down and got slightly overrun, and essentially we ended up splitting our party between like 3 groups of enemies.
Oh,
Not through our own choice, obviously. No party would choose that sort of fight, and yeah, the rogue kept yo-yoing because she was on her own. So I was like long range healing to you, and that was basically my turn. I ended up summoning a spiritual weapon over near her to help her out.
quick, take this hammer.
Yeah. I was like, oh god, right, this is my turn now, and I basically, because I'm a cleric, I've got quite a bit of health. I was like, yeah, I can tank this. This is fine. Just keep the rogue up so she can actually kill that thing over there, and then come and help me.
She's the deeps. Ah,
Yeah.
my face.
We eventually came through it, luckily enough, and almost nobody died, so it's all good.
I just died a little bit inside.
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh man. But yeah, it was a rough fight. Rough fight.
It was a pretty bad day.
You had a bird do.
Hey, if it's the cleric I'm thinking of, wasn't it Draken?
It was.
Which means he gets the opportunity to earn his beer.
This version of Draken brews his own. He's got a brewing kit with him.
That is something that I do like about the newer sort of startup for characters in the 5th edition. You actually get given like tools
Yeah.
for certain things, and getting those tools means that like chess or cards, or essentially just be more of a realistic character.
Yeah, I made. I've also given him a games kit, so he can have a game of cards out. You know, keep morale up, because that's what clerics' jobs are: spiritual and healing, well-being situation type thing.
At the end of a bad day, it's cheating at poker.
Oh no, me glue's a bit is drying up a bit there. Ooh. Right, I'm gonna have to deal with this issue right now.
Is it gonna touch spongy?
And the glue's just coagulated in the top a little bit. There we go. Clean.
Flipping back and forward between doing certain things on these models. It's now on or like a primary wash stage. It's just
Alright. There's
helping
your...
darken things down, which is what I needed to, because some of this pale dry brush is a bit too bright for what I'm after.
Bear, what you doing? Hello, Bear.
Stuff like the truffles. He wants what's left of that chicken dinner.
He does. But it's all in the bin now. You can't have it.
Holds my beer.
Oh, he's got his rope.
So now he wants to distract you with play.
Yes! There you are. Well, have a bit of dog play time on the stream. Hello. Do you want that? Do you want me to throw it for you? Yes. Yes, he does.
While we're waiting for things to dry.
Yeah, I might as well.
Throw the thing.
Hello. Oh, he loves his rope. He loves it. It's his favourite.
Is that the newer one that you got?
Yeah, it's a little bit raggedy now. Yeah, I should. Is he not done? When I throw it over to the couch, he sometimes just sits and decides he wants to have a bite of it more. I think he's chewing his own arse now. So I'll take him off camera a bit there. Fun. Yeah, chew his butthole. Okay, so that's one drone stuck together. Ish. I've still got the ears to go on, but
I will admit we haven't had a D&D session for a couple of weeks. One was because of Father's Day.
yeah.
Another one was because of illness. The most recent because of illness.
All right.
So essentially our DM was struck down with the lurk.
That's unfortunate. Hope they get well soon.
I don't know. It's all good.
Cool.
Oh, I remember that. When you went to shop before, you can imagine a lot of stuff.
No, I didn't.
Ah, that's what it is.
I completely forgot.
Oh,
The
it's re-
brethren asked me to get stuff when I was in Death shopping. I forgot. So I was too busy buying vegetables for the soup.
too many vegetables.
Not what he wanted. My brain just entirely went blank as soon as I got into the shop.
Oh, I've done that before.
It's like, I'm supposed to go in here for these things. Whang.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Message deleted.
Okay, let's work this one with some glue.
Sorry, brother.
Oh no, Richard. He's just obviously got better, different things on his mind. His priorities, man. He needs to get them straight.
I was just eating our soup, so it's a benefit.
He says, "Don't worry, man. It's all good." Whereas in his head, he's thinking, "I'll kill him.
Bastard!
I'll kill him. Gotta get him."
Base treachery.
Yeah.
Vengeance. Swear an oath.
Hoorah. Okay. Nice. There's that drone there, little droney boy. Little missiles. Get him on his stand now, I think. Then it's a case of just popping ears on. Popping ears on, getting the old liquid talent out, and then then tidy it up. And then that is literally every towel model I own painted. All right, get some ears on these boys.
He's still far away from the legendary evolution, Dave. Of going from guy with minis to guy with all of his minis painted.
Yeah, I still have a lot to go, but it's all Imperial Guard from here on in. Which
It is Imperial Guard, Master Militarum, Dubas.
yeah, I refuse to call it by that stupid name. So if I go into a Games Workshop and they say, "Oh, what arm did you paint?" And I say Imperial Guard, and they say, "Oh, Astra Militarum." I'm going to say, "No, not
Imperial
Astra
Guard.
Militarum, Imperial Guard."
Imperial Guard, Josephus.
And they'll say, "Oh no, that's the new name for it." They'll say, "I refuse to acknowledge that name because it's shit."
Just like a Drukari.
Yeah.
And the Eldari.
Yeah.
And changing it to bloody Harlequins.
What army do you play? Dark Eldar. That's what Rich says. Drukari. No, Dark Eldar. Bondage elves.
Bondage elves coming to get you.
Okay.
Your butthole. It's not for science this time round.
Indeed.
It's just for base pleasure.
Ooh, fuck the duck.
We did that as well, but we don't talk about that.
No, Dockington.
Quacksworth.
Quacksworth. Oh, Quacksworth, you'll quack me up. Dark. Rich says, my favourite, Space Tomb Kings.
Space Tube Kings. Necrons, you mean? Necrons. Okay, Tube Kings in space. Which I've loved when they actually gave them some
Warriors.
personalities.
Nice. Right, there you go. Two little drone boys all stuck together
Yay!
with their missiles. Now I need to tidy them.
One of the greatest characters in the entire 40k universe. Praise in the Infinite. Because he's such a git.
Right, let's switch to a smaller brush. Oh, you're quite alright there, Bear. He's brought his rope over. Whee! Oh, the joys of dog ownership. Thank you. He's just come over and now he's just chewing his rope next to me. And now it begins. Right, let's get the XV80 out now. You should be playing fetch for the next 3 hours now. It's alright, he's a little bit more chill than he used to be. It used to definitely be like a 3-hour playtime situation, but you're much better now, aren't you, Bear? He's learned to play with himself.
Oh, not anymore, since he's missing.
Oh yes.
This is probably why he's a lot more quiet.
Yeah, definitely.
He's in mourning. Mourning for his testicles.
I mean, I don't even think he's noticed, to be honest, but
Anyway, the Zotes are... They're actually a few bottles in the Blackstone Fortress set.
oh shit.
Are some bad guys in the Blackstone Fortress
I
set.
think I've accidentally managed to get some. Yes, I did. Some super glue on my brush there. Managed to get that off. Very important. I did. Otherwise, that would have been very unfortunate. Death of a brush. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but he wasn't attempting that when he got bit. He was separating a horny dog from
Yeah.
a not so horny dog.
Yeah. It had to be done.
He wasn't giving him the red rocket.
No. That's a discussion topic that is going to last all of 2 seconds. No idea, mate. No idea. I did.
Pedigree come.
Oh dear.
Oh, that was so quick.
Oh, it was. Almost as if it was premeditated.
I'm not that fast.
Okay, there you go. Oh, that side's not done yet.
No, no. Sometimes I'm scary to myself.
Sometimes I amaze even myself.
I'm just gonna let those faces dry up. And meanwhile, even though people may have already seen it in multiple different locations, I shall bring my latest,
Oh, let me put the badger cam on for this.
my latest project, which was brought to me today.
Here we go.
Look at that glorious beast.
Oh,
So good. It's so amazing.
majestic.
It was essentially what occurred was the mate who came over and played the board games with us brought this over as well. I needed to paint something for us. It's small magicarp. My brain was running circles trying to think of what the hell that thing would look like, and then he just brought that this. Look at it's amazing. Look how massive it is.
You could use it as like
Like a tiny model, and then there's just this demon prince of justice
You could-
right here.
Imagine using it as like a Titan, like an unofficial Titan model.
This is why I say something like a chaos spawn or a demon prince of Slanesh.
Oh man.
Because look, he's got his whiskers, and he's got his tight pants. And just look at those rippling muscles. Rippling muscles.
Muskles.
He is fabulous. All of the fabulous.
He is.
So good.
And you say that belongs to a friend of yours?
It is. He's getting it for his sister's birthday.
I mean, I think you need to find one of those and get one for yourself.
I don't just keep it for myself. Well, the STF files are out there, so I could potentially ask a individual who I know has a 3D printer to do it, to get me one of these bad boys.
It is just amazing.
I love it. Love it so much.
I am in romantic love for Magicarp.
Swole magicarp of that.
Oh man.
Absolutely fabulous bloody model.
Absolutely. Right, come on. I will tidy this up. Hoorah.
Speaking of magicarp and that anime-esque sort of thing, I'm pretty sure I might have mentioned this earlier
Oh,
on
go on.
a different stream, but I've eventually gotten a hold of a Crunchyroll subscription.
Oh,
which
yes, yes.
works. However, the problem is they're bugger all to read. One of the main things that I got it for was so that I could actually read some of the mangas.
Oh, you
And
didn't go for the anime?
well, I've got the anime. It's the same thing. There's one subscription. Essentially, and you get the opportunity to watch anime and read manga.
Oh.
And they got back all to read.
I don't think it's the main reason that the site exists. I think its main focus is the anime. I didn't even know they did manga.
Yeah, they've got like a little manga library. But a lot of the mangas that I have been reading just aren't there, and
Yeah.
it infuriates me because I enjoyed a lot of them.
I mean, are they licensed under a different website or something? Like maybe Shonen Jump's got its own its own website for that sort of thing.
Possibly it might also be on like Funimation as well, and
Yeah.
even though they're supposed to be combining at some point,
Yeah. It's not there yet.
yeah, it's not there, and I don't actually have access to what I want.
Oh, that sucks.
Um, to be honest, they don't actually have 100% of the things I want to watch. But that's okay. I've got the majority of the things that I used to watch. I'm keeping up with
Yeah.
those.
So
So
tell us, what animes have you been watching on your new account?
I have been keeping up with the second season of Reincarnated as a Slime.
I've never
I've
heard of
kept,
that one.
it's one of the many millions of world jump like reincarnation genre, which is called isekai.
Okay.
And essentially, a dude gets stabbed in
Yeah.
the first episode, and as he's dying, he's talking to essentially a godlike being,
Huh.
and he's as he's dying, he's like saying the whole thing's I feel cold, I feel hot, all that stuff. What will happen to me afterwards and all that. And he gets as he's saying all these things in his dying breath, the otherworldly voice essentially gives him a new body which is
A slime.
resilient to all of these things. And it turns out that the new body is a slime.
Oh, damn.
And as he goes through, he essentially gets more powerful and things like that. Starts doing awesome stuff as the slime. There's a lot of it which I can't really say any further.
Yeah. Richard just said Badger's been watching all of the animes with schoolgirls in them.
No, I watched that before. I watched that before. I got Crunchyroll.
Sure. Yes.
Some
Yeah,
of them just,
that sort of stuff's on Pornhub.
some of them are hilarious.
Bert decided he wants to go and see what his mum's doing. So we'll
Steal her dinner instead.
yeah. Is her dinner any worse defended? We shall see. Right, I need my liquid talent out now.
Yeah, sure. Here is Mrs. going. Forever, go away.
Liquid talent.
Behold the power. Yeah, there is one anime that I've seen clips of that I
Oh, yeah.
really, really want to watch. It's called Redo of Hero. Not Hero, Healer. And essentially, yet again, it's another reincarnation one. But the main character is reincarnated with a special power to be able to heal anything.
Ah,
But what happens to him is when he heals people, he can see what they've done in their life. So
okay.
essentially, when he heals them, he sees if they've been a complete arsehole or not.
Yeah.
And it starts to drive him a bit weird. And his power is being controlled by douchebag nobles as well, which are keeping him essentially in a cage to do their bidding to keep them healthy, and they're acting like actual heroes
Okay.
while keeping him chained up. And he eventually gets around to breaking free, and he sort of restarts the world when he originally got transferred into it. So he kept all of his memories, and he knows that these people are absolute dickheads,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes about exacting his revenge before they've even done anything.
Oh.
And he's like, I know what you're going to be like. and then he really starts messing with them,
It was like Minority Report situation.
kind of.
Okay. Well, that sounds like an interesting one.
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to find it yet,
Ah.
so it may be on Funimation over Crunchy.
Yeah, probably. Like I think with those two streaming services, it covers most anime that's out in this country.
I think it practically covers every anime that's under Discuss. Whatever
Yeah.
isn't on Crunchy is Funimation based.
And if it's not on that, it'll be on Netflix.
Though I do hear that the Castlevania one is pretty nice.
Oh, the Castlevania one, yeah. I've seen the first couple of seasons of it, and that's very good. I hear season 3 is a little bit worse, but apparently there's a very good reason for it, which I don't know if I won't spoil it for you because, well, basically something happens at the end of season 2 that means that every season afterwards is going to be a bit weird.
It's going to be difficult to retcon and
Yeah,
things like that.
sort of difficult to justify the extra seasons. So, yeah. But yeah, I've been watching most of my anime on Netflix.
On that Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, it's got quite a decent variety, to be fair. It's got, I mean, it's not really an anime, but it's got something called Love, Death and Robots, which is something I need to check out at some point because it does look very interesting.
Love, Death and Robots kind of has that sort of Black Mirror vibe to it, though, doesn't it? So
Yeah, I guess it would. Yeah.
You essentially have like separate stories which deal with different.
Yeah, and they've all got
aspects.
they've all got very different animation styles as well. So it's like they've got different animation studios to do the different bits, which I mean that appeals to me. I just need to get around to watching it at some point.
Didn't they essentially put out the project to freelancers and go, okay, here's what we technically want, go wild, and they did, in a good way.
I mean, I guess that's probably what happened. I will check it out. I've just been watching I've been watching shit stuff at the minute. I mean I finished watching The Punisher a couple of weeks ago, and then after that I was just like looking around for something to watch. Started watching Trailer Park Boys again, which is kind of okay, but it's more like it's a show you have in the background. I don't know. I find that if you end up watching it, it's got a very nice, serene, mellow atmosphere. But it's like it's not something that can take up 100% of your attention span. If I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. You okay, Bear? Oh.
Looks like the missus didn't have no snacks.
No. He's chewing on his rope. I'm gonna try and take it now, and he's gonna go for it. Oh, he wouldn't let me have it. Oh, is it tug of war time? I'm on wheels. This isn't fair.
She's just going flying across the room.
Yeah.
Ah!
Ha 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 ha. Pet you now. Surprise pets. Surprise fusses.
Because you have yet to be approached by the wizard going, I would also like the fuss.
Oh, I think he's having a nap upstairs. He's had a long day of barking at trees and stuff, so he's asleep. Hooah! Oh, look at your little face. Right, Giz. Drop. Good boy. Go get it.
Almost done with the majority of these bad lads.
Yeah, and I'm almost I'm almost finished with these drones, just waiting for the liquid talent to dry off.
Oh, just reminded myself about something since a tiny little fly just went past my face.
Oh, alright.
Did you see the guy in Argentina who took a photograph of the gigantic mosquito?
I didn't.
It's
What's that?
enormous. The thing that he took a photograph of was like at least 6 times larger than a standard mosquito.
Deal.
It's huge and bloody terrifying.
Yeah. It sucks if we get bit by that.
Whoa.
Oh.
But yes, it just reminded us that small fly flew past my face, and I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
You ain't nothing. I've seen things bigger than you. Oh, it's tidying up little bits.
Let's see, we'll put that down here.
All right.
Pardonnez-moi.
Pardonnez-moi. I got a few new sets of D&D dice in the mail as well.
Oh, nice.
The one I'm gonna go with is this one in a nice in a ball bag, because ball and that. Got some sweet orange dice.
Oh, nice. Are they the like iridescent ones?
I don't think they're iridescent. I mean,
almost like a marbled effect.
yeah, marbled effect, dices. The light's a bit bright, so you can't really see them that well. But there you go. Just put some shadow on it. Yeah, nice D20. So I've got a full set of dice now. I've been playing D&D for the last few weeks, and I just because we were in lockdown and we didn't play in person for a long time. It I kind of just lost some dice because we weren't using them for ages.
Just using Roll20.
Yeah, and so when we started role playing in person again, I didn't ever actually have a full set, so I was using all mismatched ones and all that, which is no good to anyone. Right, let's go fly kite. Let's do the tidies up on this. Indeed, let's go fly kite and send it soaring up to the atmosphere, up where the air is clear. Okay, got the get us gold on there. Get them gold highlights. I've also got a couple of highlights to do on the main model, which I forgot to do on the chest underneath the arms. I don't actually think that's quite dry, so I'm going to do the main model first. Okay.
Slowly jumping back and forward between all the models. By the time I've finished the last one, the first one's dried out, so I just flip instantly back to that one.
Yeah, that's the way to do it with squad painting. That's what I'll be doing next week when I'm back on my guards. It's going to take a little bit of a while to get back into the swing of painting those. Haven't painted those guardsmen in some time. So
It'll be getting the camouflage back down.
yeah, it'll take a bit of doing, but I'll get there.
You'll be right.
Indeed. Right. Drone 1. Your double antennas. Got you there. Sweet. Okay. Just sort of mildly wet dry brush the bottom bit.
Moisten it.
Yeah.
Moist.
I don't need to cover everything. I just need to hit the higher points so it looks a bit shinier, and you can sort of see underneath it's going to look like it's a little bit oily. Nice. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, I've just made a mess of that one. That's another tidy up I need to do. Okay,
It's just how we learn.
that's it. Every day's a school day. No two models are ever the same. Unless you're really good. And I am not that good.
Getting there, Chief. Get better every time.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'd want to ever get so good that like every model was identical. So that sounds boring to me.
Well, this is why you have all of the poses.
Yeah,
If you know how to get like the armor done identically, then that's fine. You always try and change it up on the smaller details like the faces.
yeah.
Obviously, if everything's wearing a helmet,
Helmet.
then you have to wear more.
I'm so immature.
Where is it?
Oh, very nice.
I've yet to actually do any of the weaponry or the metal work on these guys, but they're all practically identical. They all have scubby horse faces.
Nice. Okay, so I made a mess of one of these, and it's not that one, but I will just tidy that bit up there. What? Oh. No, it was that one apparently. Didn't make as much of a mess as I thought it did. Just need to tidy up the antennas a bit. The oil sort of bled everywhere, and I want the indented bits to be darker, but I don't want the main bits to be. His head's a little bit wobbly actually. I don't think the glue actually worked. No, it didn't.
Oh no.
Oi, noi. But I think once I've done this, once I've stuck this back on, this model, all of these models are done.
Nice. I've still got a bit of time before all of mine is sorted.
Yeah, it's like
Uh,
yeah, we got two choices basically. We could either have a nice short stream, and we can come back to it next week, or I can go and find an Imperial Guard model and start on that. It's up to you.
what is the time at the moment?
The time is 8:20.
I guess I could still carry on for another little bit. Can at least try and get one of these guys finished to show you what he should look like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I've stuck this on, so I'm gonna switch over to It's another piece of software I haven't downloaded yet. I haven't downloaded the manual settings on the camera, so I am at the mercy of my camera, whether it's actually going to zoom in or not. So
Extreme close up.
yeah.
Ah.
So here's the bull cam. Hello everyone. So I've got my my two drones. Which is it going to zoom in for them? Please do.
What I'll do.
Need to do that. Hopefully it's gonna. No. For some reason the auto zoom on my camera is not very good. I have to manually do it, which is a pain in the ass. But
It's
anyway,
a bit weird considering that your camera is pretty much my camera.
yeah, it's exactly the same camera. It's probably just the lighting. Like, okay, if I turn on this light off here, and it's just a sort of. Does that work better? No.
Nope. It's just getting probably the closer you get.
Sorry, guys. Do you know what, I'm gonna. Whilst we're waiting here, we'll stick us back on there. But anyway, drone's done, which is nice. Let's see if I can get hold of it.
All the tower power.
Right. You'll still be able to hear me roughly over there, but I am going to walk over to the other side of the room.
All good. All green.
I'm going to choose a set. Oh! Hi there. Ooh, bear. Bear. Oh my god. Huh. Forgot I had these. I've just found an unpainted squad of Space Marines.
Dun, dun, dun.
Very dusty and very primed, but I'm going to get a can of compressed air and get the paints I need to start doing some Imperial Fist stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, unpainted Space Marines, yay! So, here are the options that we have. Fucking hell, that needs to get chucked. Right, we have Cadian Shock Troops, the Cadian Command Squad, or Cadian Shock Troops. So I've got two squads of Cadian Shock Troops and a Command Squad. I think
And then you've got the last of that Sentinel to do.
yeah, still got some Sentinel to do. I've got a whole Lehman Russ that hasn't even been started. Yeah, so I've got all sorts of models to paint, and they're all Imperial Bloody Guard.
You have to start at some point, Dave.
I will. There you go. It's me sprues already pre-painted. Painted them black, these ones. This was before I realised that grey was a better choice. So yeah,
I was going to say, at the time that you actually sprayed those, I'm pretty sure grey was not necessarily an evenly available colour for the undercoat sprays. It was like white and black.
yeah, pretty much. What do you think of that? You gonna smell it now?
Should sniff sniff.
No, it's not food. He's not interested.
Don't smell like no chicken, yo.
I want a chicken. I want a chicken. Right. So yeah, it's a case of I think there's half of the guns are going to have bayonets and half of them aren't. So actually, I might be able to get all most of them with bayonets. So there's 3 on each sprue, and it's going to do how many models? I think it's 10, isn't it?
There's 10 models per Acadian squad.
Yeah.
Don't know if you're going to do a heavy weapons team in them.
No, I'm just going to have one grenade launcher in one squad and one flamethrower in the other. Oh yeah, so all of the models can have bayonets, apart from obviously the commander who's got a pistol and a chainsword. Yes. So I can have everyone with bayonets. Blades out, boys! Blades out!
It's bayonets. Charge the enemy.
Alrighty then. I should probably have a look at my Imperial Guard paints because I haven't used them in a while and they might be a little tad solid.
Washy boys.
Celestial Grey, which is what I use for me cloth. Got me Fenrisian, which I use for one of the stripes. Ethereum Blue, which is my dry brush, and that's supposed to be dry. And I actually do use dry brushing on the on these guys because it's got a really nice effect on the cloth.
Yep.
Null oil. I'm not going to need that because I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near painting everything, being able to stick it together yet. Where's the other? There you go. Slaanesh Grey. Kessler Flesh is going to need. I need Lead Belcher. There it is. That's sounded a bit solid actually. Worry about that one. I've got more. I've got two different lead belchers. That one's feeling a lot less solid. So at least I have something to play with.
Oh, well, even if you didn't have like the lead belcher, you've still got the other sections of the models that you can go over.
Yeah, there you go. Steel Legion Drab, last colour. Oh no, where's the Mechanical Standard? There it is. Mechanical Standard Grey. So for anyone who doesn't know, who's not seen any of my Imperial Guards before, I use a Ice World theme on my Guard boys. So let's try and do some painting, shall we? Need to turn the light back on because otherwise I won't be able to see a thing. Hey, there we go. Ah, nice. So, Celestial Grey. Start with that.
Yeah, I think I've reached the slow section of painting these 10 guys.
Yeah.
That's going around the edges very, very carefully.
Alright. Let's get the... Oh, God. I'm running out of space on me palette.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to get a watered down blob of this. And then I'm going to start just absolutely destroying the cloth bits. Need to be careful actually, so I'm going to just thin the brush a bit. You guys can't see what I'm doing. There you go.
Ease up on the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
It's like, we gotta get these painted. Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Squad painting, yeah. I haven't painted guard in so long. So this could end badly.
Good few months since you actually painted anything guard-wise.
Yeah.
And even then, what you finished off was the...
It was the Lehman Russ, wasn't it? It was the last thing I painted.
Oh, it was the heavy weapon squad.
Oh yeah, the heavy weapon squad. I painted them. Yeah. That was.
You did the Lehman Russ before it, and then you went on to the
Yeah,
the
so
rest of the heavy weapon squad because you'd painted one of them with the mortar.
yeah, I think this is the yeah, this is the fourth episode since I've done. So it's been about a month. Or did I do Tau for a bit before I did me? Yeah, I did. I did the cake.
Because you finished one battle suit, you did the last of the Fire Warriors,
Yeah,
you did all of the drones,
yeah,
you did your
did,
ethereal.
yeah. Bloody hell! It's been a while. Been a while.
And then, of course, your broadsides are 4.
Yeah, that was a 4-week job. That. If Badge is shaking his fists, it's because he thinks I should have been painting off stream.
At least a bloody drone.
Yeah, it's fine. The drones are fine.
Right.
It was nice. I like to paint on stream. It's just nice to be able to paint and chat. You know,
It's true.
it's a social hobby we've got here.
Don't want the non-oil. Come here, Grex. Come here, you sexy boy.
I think this squad's gonna have a flamethrower, so I'm gonna do the flamethrower for this one. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. I am totally painting this army with no intention of sort of with no thought given to, like, you know, squad composition or anything. I'm just sort
because it's cool.
yeah, I'm doing it because it looks cool. If it ends up being, you know, a powerful army, then that's fine. That's great.
So be it.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that's the one for the. Can you have one of each in one squad, or is it just one heavy weapon in each squad?
Right, you can only have one heavy weapon in each squad.
Okay. So even though it gives you 2 arms, like, it gives you enough stuff so that you could potentially make a grenadier and a flamethrower at the same time. In terms of the rules of the game, you're not allowed it.
In terms of the rules of the game, there is actually a secondary squad type.
Okay.
And you can make, which allows you to have 3 special weapons in a squad.
Mm.
But you can only always have 1 heavy weapon in a basic squad.
In a standard Cadian squad.
Standard Imperial Guardsman.
Okay.
Fire team. I can see babies.
You can,
Okay.
What? You can see babies? What?
I can see where it is, not babies.
I can see babies.
They're everywhere. Yes, okay. This is...
Oh, very nice.
That's what they should all technically look like. I am going to go for a whiz, and then I'm going to grab that Imperial Guard Codex and tell you what they are.
Okay. Is that bugging him? I guess it's probably bugging him. Right, gotta get that pistol arm done. I mean, this is actually going remarkably quick, to be fair. Got pretty much all the arms I need on this sprue done. Well, all the right arms anyway. If only I didn't have to have the tiger stripes on, this army would be so much quicker to paint. But I don't. I like me tiger stripes apparently. Okay, so that's, yeah, that goes with that one. Do 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 do. How is everyone this evening, anyway? In chat,
The horror.
the horror.
Yep.
No,
You see what it says, Dave?
that is not the rule book for my army.
Where is it?
If I end up getting a bloody codex of this, I'm gonna have to like paint over that name, or just put a giant sticker over it.
Read through this. That's all. Okay, right. You've got for your troops. You have standard infantry squads. Can only have whatever. One guardsman may take a Voxcaster. Two guardsmen may take a heavy weapons team. One
Sorry.
other guardsman may replace his lasgun with an item from the special weapons list.
Ah, right, okay. Special
And
weapons.
essentially, you could have a grenade launcher and a heavy weapon in a team.
Uh-huh.
Or if you go to...
So I could actually replace like 2 dudes in a standard squad with one of the heavy weapons teams.
You could, yes. Then you go to the elites section, where you have the special weapons squad, which is practically identical to a standard guardsman squad, but 3 models must replace their lasgun with a special weapon from the list. Must
Okay.
replace
Must.
it. They have to.
Yeah, what's the points difference?
Let's have a look.
Hi there.
There is actually a great difference between the points. The infantry squad comes standard with 10 guardsmen. The special weapons squad comes standard with 6, and is actually a bit cheaper than the other one.
Oh, so it's 6 guardsmen, 3 of which
Yeah.
have to use. So you can't
3
have
of them
10.
have to use special.
You can't have 10 dudes in a squad like that.
No, it doesn't say that you can increase them. However,
Mhm.
if you go with a veteran squad,
Yes.
you can have the 10 guardsmen, and let's have a look. One can take a Voxcaster, one may replace their lasgun with a heavy flamer, 2 other veterans may form a heavy weapons team who must take an item from the heavy weapons list, and then on top of that heavy flamer, up to 3 other veterans may replace their lasguns with an item from the special weapons list.
Oh, sweet as a fucking
Which means
nut.
it's like it's an elite choice. It's more expensive than your standard sport squad, but that's basically a heavy weapons team and all special weapons in
God.
squad.
Damn. Although I
One
wouldn't,
of them has to be a heavy flamer though.
yeah, and to basically it would mean that you wouldn't be able to move around the board, basically.
Oh, you can move around the board because in 9th edition, all they've done with moving heavy weapons is subtract 1 from the hit roll when you move. So
Okay.
you can jog them around, and it just fires worse.
Oh,
But obviously, if you take a heavy boulder,
yeah.
you've got the shots to essentially soak up that lack of ballistic skill.
Okay, that's different from the last time I played, which was
Yeah, you had to
a
move.
lot older.
Yeah, you essentially had to set up the heavy weapon, and so you miss out
Yeah.
the entire turn of firing.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, so they've loosened the rules on that a bit.
Well, they've essentially sped up a lot of the rules for the 9th edition stuff.
Bear has something he shouldn't. Give me a second, I need to wrestle something off him.
Bork, bork,
Yeah.
bork, bork. Had he acquired the remote control?
There you go. Use that instead. Oh dear, I don't know where he got that from. Right, where's the paintbrush I was using? There it is. I'm going to use it quick, so I didn't want to make another splodge. But I might have to because I think it's dried up now. You bastard. You bastard.
Oh, that was his plan all along, Dave.
It was.
To dry out your paint.
Look at his little bastard face.
With the markings that he's got on his chops, it looks like he's looking over a pair of spectacles constantly in a judging fashion.
Replace these nuts. You alright, Phil? How's it going? You joined us as I've just finished doing the drones for this boyo, and I'm moving on to some Imperial Guardsmen. Got some missile droney goodness. And I found a random squad of Space Marines that I've not painted, so I need to gonna get the Imperial Fist colours and start painting some of that, which will be nice.
Well, for the most part, I think I already gave you a list of colours that you'd probably be best suited to doing the Fisty Boys with.
Fisty boys, they love to fist all day. Fisty boys,
For the Emperor.
they fist for the Emperor. There's a Games Workshop guide to painting the Imperial Fist that's quite good. So yeah, I'll probably. I mean, I was always going to use one of them. There's you've got a poster, haven't you, Padger?
I do have like a big Space Marine chapters sort of poster up on the wall next to the computer screen.
Yeah. So that, I mean, it's a standard chapter, so it's going to be easy enough to find out what colours I need to use.
Essentially, the colours, the majority of the colour that you will be using is Avalanche Sunset.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the delicious yellow colour that you will for your Fisty Boys.
First, the boys. Yeah, so I think on payday I'm getting myself a new monitor, and then it's a trip over to Liverpool to get some Warhammer paints, I think. I might go to Liverpool over the weekend, next weekend.
Dun, dun. Out of the house.
I go out of the house plenty. I'm going into the office tomorrow.
I was about to say you do get out of the house more often. Most of us.
Yeah, got to go into the office once a week these days. Fuck knows why.
Just to make sure you're not dead.
Richard says fucking rights, they look absolutely awesome. Oh, hang on, there you go. It's called Don't Suck. Oh, right. There's new Orc Boy models that have been released, or at least they've been shown.
Yeah, I have seen some more of the Orc Boy models. They do look good.
Yeah, man. I've yet to like properly look at them, but I mean, the Orc Boys did need a bit of love, didn't they?
Yes, certainly.
I've just been given a Discord link to some, but I'll have to have a look at that after stream.
So what I reckon that they should technically do after they've done the Orcs is Eldar.
Yeah, unless you want to link me in Steam, and then I can bring it up on stream, and we can have a little chat about it.
Seriously update the old Eldar Phoenix Lords.
Cheers, bro. Right, let me just finish this arm here, and then we'll click this link, and we can bring this up on page. Where is it? There.
Fix the bloody avatar model.
Ooh, nice.
Um,
Okay. Well, we've seen. I can see a one model here. So let me pop this up here. Very nice boy, that.
yeah, I've seen another set of them. I've seen a weird boy,
Oh yeah.
which looks awesome, and I've seen. I think there's another mech boy.
So that'll be nice for the orc players. They've needed a bit of love lately.
This means that they're bringing out the 9th edition codex. Most definitely.
Yeah.
They've already got the beast snaggers.
Oh yeah. We've got here's a war boss in mega armor.
Is he the one with the grot?
Yeah.
With the machine? Yep, the machine gun grot.
Machine grot. Very nice.
So good.
Yeah, Phil, I'm assuming you're going to get a load of these. That's the thing when they update the models and that, it makes you want to replace your entire army with with the new models. Which just gets expensive, doesn't it?
Oh, very expensive.
Oh man.
Thing is, it looks like the majority of the models that they're releasing, especially when it comes to the boys and that,
Yeah.
actually do blend relatively well with some of the older boy models.
Yeah.
So you're not like completely having like a black and white sort of army of old and new.
Yeah. Not like when they changed they replaced the Space Marines that were like literally had the guns attached to their chests, like nipple guns.
Yeah.
They just look dumb in a new army. I've got
And then they
a
were-
squad of them.
Oh, by the way, here is the new multi-part kits.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Ah, just my pants."
Yeah. Expensive times for any Orcs players. Well, speaking of pants, I'm on the pants now. I'm just doing all of the cloth material. Let's switch back to our Paint Club can. There we go.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. Crikey, so what's going on up there?
I still have a lot to paint.
No, what?
Many lots to paint. I think I have actually seen a full squad of like shooter boys,
Hmm.
and they've all got like sweet ass looking helmets on with visors and things like that. And they don't look too different from the choppers, like the close combat boys.
Yeah.
And anyway, what's a war without boys?
Oops. Just happened something.
You know, when I first started painting these, I thought I'd royally fucked something up when I was doing some of the highlights and the dry brushing. But after washing them, yeah, it's kind of blended the colours in nicely.
Nice. Okay, right, let's get another blob off me Celestra Grey. See if I can get all of the Celestra Grey done here, at least before end of stream. Get all the clothy bits done. Oh, shell! I nearly dropped me broadside. Right, put you up there, out of the way. Bloody hell.
all we will see is just static crackle across the screen, followed by like this. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was soulful howl. As you drop the broadside suit, it just obliterates 50
Oh,
people.
it's quite a delicate model now. It's all stuck together. I don't think I've used quite enough glue on the arms. So I can see at some point if I ever try and like transport the model, the arms are just gonna fall off at some point.
Line off it.
Yeah. Another one of them.
I must.
In the background, I'm trying to install the sort of the software for my webcam so that I can like manually zoom in and stuff.
Something that I'm going to have to do is, even though I've seen some of the New York models, I must refrain from buying anything
Okay.
until I have painted more of my stuff that I have.
Yes.
Dear budget, do not add to your pile of work.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Do not turn your hobby into a not hobby.
This is more just I'm trying to avoid the painter's curse. They go, oh, that looks awesome, I'll get me some of those, and then they stay in
Yeah.
a pile of grey sprues for months.
Yeah, I mean, I've had these spruce here for years. So, and I've that random squad of Space Marines that I found. Just where did they come from? Just random unpainted Space Marines. I've also got a squad of the Space Marines a set of metal models. They look a little bit like Romans.
Also, there'll be one of the older Ultramarines lot.
Like they got released like just
The Vanguards.
potentially.
It might be the Vanguards.
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to be like an elite squad, and
Yeah, if it's it'll be the Ultramarines, like Vanguard veterans.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, so I got them. That I think they're unpainted as well. So I think I picked them up because they were new when I went into the Games Workshop once. I was like, ooh,
I'll have me some of those. They'll go with my commander.
yeah, I've
And
got the old Marnius Calgar model for them. So
then inevitably they'll be sitting there for a while longer.
yeah. Oh no, do I leave Marnius Calgar the way he is, or do I paint him outside of chapter, out of chapter?
Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Hey, no one would look better as an Imperial Fist than Marnius friggin' double Power Fist Calgar. Would they, would people kick off and say it's an illegal model?
Possibly. Essentially, all you need to say is, okay, look, he's just the commander. He's got bolt gun. He's got power fist. Don't matter. Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't matter what chapter he's from. He's just Marnius Calgar. I'm going to use him as Marnius Calgar, even though he's not painted the right colour. So suck it.
suck it, noobs. To be honest, I think they've actually got some pretty decent Imperial Fist balls now. What am I doing? Who am I?
Yeah, what's a colour anyway? What's in a colour? Okay, so that's your... Alright, so that's just one sprue worth of legs. I used quite a big blob, so I'm going to need another big blob. Do. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I do apologise about the lack of the chilled.
Music.
Yeah, we just have random chilled MIDI tunage right now. Normal service will be resumed next week. I've just got this new computer, and it's
Everything is installed again.
yeah, well, not everything is installed again. That's the problem.
That's why it will only happen next week, when everything is installed again.
Oh yes, absolutely. Bit of fucking fluff there on the model. There we go. Problem with leaving a model for like basically 2-3 years. It does accumulate some weird bloody fluff, even though it's been in its box.
They bring the fluff in on purpose.
They
They
do.
deliver the fluff.
Little fluff fairies. What am I doing here? There we go. Oh man. Bear, don't huff at me, please.
Is he being grumpy?
Yeah, he's like, I want to play. No one's playing with me.
I think I've got that one sorted. Slowly getting there.
Crikey, Riley. Yeah, painting on sprue is so much easier. I'm doing it. There's nothing anyone can say that's going to tell me otherwise.
I wish I could be painting on sprue.
Yeah. That's the problem with people who stick the model together because they've got no intention of painting it themselves, and they're just like, yeah, I'll get round to it. And they know they won't. And then you have to pick up their slack.
He does have a damn good reason to have given me these to paint.
If you're going to say child, that is not a damn good reason.
It is a damn good reason, because he actually came up to me and said, look, you know, small children and bottles don't mix. Can you do these? I was like, yep, sure. Because I'd rather see a model well painted and not broken, like tiny grasping hands.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be collecting models, just don't have kids. I mean, I've got dog children. That's a pain in the arse enough.
Boy.
Good, he's on the sofa over there, not looking directly at me.
Feel them staring into your soul.
Yeah, he's sort of over there. You just see his little tail, little face.
His sake, I'll remember this.
Take a big old dump on the floor or something, just to annoy me.
Big old dump in your shoe, and you won't notice it.
I mean, I'd notice because I don't think his dumps would fit in my shoe. They're fucking massive.
Huge dog poop.
Indeed. Okay. Doing the water canisters as well. So I always forget about that, and I always end up with black water canisters. They're a pain in the arse to paint when they're stuck on. How's your models getting on?
I've still got some touch-ups to do. I need to do the metal work and the woodwork, but I'm almost done with the cloth.
Excellent.
And honestly, the cloth is the bit that I need to be the most careful with, because it's right against all of the skull stuff work
Yeah.
and the spooky ethereal sort of wispy bits.
Yeah. I try and get all the cloth out of the way first because it's the biggest pain in the arse bit. And once that's done, you're home free pretty much. Just got putting armour over it, shoving your leather colour on.
If it was Imperial Guard, then yes. But the draped cloak that they've got is the last thing that I need to do, technically, because everything else has been like dry brushed and dusted and stuff. It is the top layer.
Oh, hello,
So
dog.
I leave that till last, convenience sake.
Hello. Do you want? Ah.
There's a different flavour of. Nope, same flavour.
Yeah, the other two are upstairs with their mum. He's stuck down here with me. Oh, blimey. The palette's starting to turn a different set of colours now. Going from oranges and browns to blues and greys. Oh! He stretches. Right. Crikey, it's 9 o'clock.
It is.
Do you want to call it there?
We can do, yes, because I'm down to like the last scrumptions of things, so
Fair enough. All right
I've
then.
got the vast majority of them done. Well, to a state. Just the two chops.
Yeah. So today, do you want to put something up to the camera, and I'll switch over to
Okay.
Badger Cam?
I'll put up one of the finished ones. So today I have this glorious. Do I have the video active?
Yes, you do.
Right, I have this glorious boy. I can't see it, but because apparently my Discord has decided to play some funny fucks.
Nice.
Yes, I have multiples of these almost done. The majority of them do not have the metal work or the haft of the blades done. They are all otherwise ready for those. Everything else, the spooky etherealness of them, the skelly bits, they are all sorted.
Nice. Right, and I have finished this boy. I've totally tidied him up. I'm very happy with him. I can't bring him very close because otherwise... the camera actually had a go at zooming then. Or focusing.
Oh,
Anyway, so there you go. Glorious boy. And he's now got his 2 drones, which I'm going to drop if I try and hold them all at the same time. 2 missile drones for glory. Haha. And I've started to paint my god. Haha.
and the next stage.
Yes. So what we're going to do then, I will switch over to the edit stream. Thank you very much to everyone who's been here. Mr. Badger, do you want to tell us about what you do?
Okay, what I do is on Thursdays, 12 p.m. GMT, you can catch me painting all manner of other things, not just Warhammer. I do paint other box sets and board games models. So I have Claustrophobia, Resident Evil 2, Prison Break, Zombicide, as well as a few other little scrapptions of gloriousness.
Excellent. You can catch him Thursday afternoons from midday.
Yes.
Here at Bulamatari, we stream 4 times a week. We do all sorts really. We do this every Monday, 6:30 in the afternoons. On yeah, it's fine. Oh, bloody hell! Turn it down too much. On Wednesday, we do multiplayer Wednesdays, which are fun as fuck, and Saturdays and Sundays we do Let's Plays. So Saturday Let's Play we've got at the moment is Ape Escape 3, but that's going to be coming to a close I think next week. And then on Sunday we've got Vampire the Masquerade, which has been recommended by Mr. Phil. So tune in and you can see them, and yeah, we might see you again. Cheers!
Doodles!